heavy weight of your previous choices can feel like a mountain pressing down on your shoulders as you try to move into the future. You might spend hours replaying the moments where you failed or the words you should have said differently in the heat of a conflict. However, you must realize that every second spent looking backward is a second you are stealing from the construction of your new reality today. The events that have already transpired are written in a stone that no amount of emotional pain or deep sorrow can ever hope to melt. You are being called to accept the absolute finality of what has happened so that you can finally breathe again. Holding onto a ghost of a mistake is a form of slow mental poison that prevents you from seeing the opportunities that are standing right in front of you. You are essentially trying to drive a fast car while staring only into the rearview mirror, which will inevitably lead to another crash. The version of you that made those choices no longer exists except in the memory you choose to feed with your precious energy and focus. You must grant yourself a full and unconditional pardon for the errors of your youth and the lapses in your own judgment. This release is not a sign of weakness, but a strategic move to reclaim your power. Your history is a library of expensive lessons that have been paid for in the currency of your own time and your own tears. You should treat every setback as a piece of valuable data that has prepared you for the high stakes of the life you are building. If you had not walked through those fires, you would not have the grit or the perspective required to handle the coming victory. Stop viewing your scars as a source of shame and start seeing them as the armor of a warrior who has been tested. The world only cares about who you are becoming in this very moment of total and absolute resolve. The energy required to maintain a sense of guilt is the same energy that could be used to launch a massive project or change a life. You are leaking your potential into a void that provides zero return on the investment of your spirit and your unique drive. You must become a person who values the current second more than the memory of a decade that is long gone and buried. By cutting the ties to your former failures, you are allowing yourself to float toward the peak of your own capacity with speed. This internal cleanliness is the foundation of a character that can lead others with a sense of authority. Consider the reality that your future self is waiting for you to stop apologizing for a life that you have already outgrown and left behind. That person does not care about the details of your previous struggles, but they do care about the quality of the effort you put in today. You owe it to the legend you are becoming to show up with a clear mind and a heart that is ready for conquest. Every choice to move forward without the baggage of the past is a vote for the sovereign identity you are currently creating. You are the only one who can decide to walk out of the prison of your own mind. The pressure of the now is the only force that can shape your destiny into something that the world will remember for generations to come. You must focus all of your intensity on the 3 to 5 tasks that will move the needle toward your highest and best goals. When you are fully engaged in the work of the present, the voices of your previous mistakes will naturally fade into the background noise. This level of concentration is a shield that protects you from the corrosive influence of a history that wants to keep you small. You are training yourself to be a master of the current moment and a creator of the new. Maturity is the discovery that you cannot change the script of the first act, but you can absolutely write a brilliant finale for your story. You are in the middle of a radical transformation that requires you to be ruthless with anything that drains your focus or your sense of worth. Do not let the ghosts of your past tell you that you are not worthy of the light or the rewards of a high life. You have the tools and the intelligence to build a reality that makes your previous existence look like a distant and fading dream. This is your time to step into the light and claim the sovereignty that is yours. The world is shifting and moving at a rate that demands you to be agile and unburdened by the weight of old and heavy regrets. You cannot navigate a new world with a map that was drawn by a version of you who was still lost in the woods. You must be willing to burn the old maps and trust your intuition as you carve a path through the unknown territories of your potential. This courage to start over with a clean slate is what defines the elite who understand that every day is a new birth. You are a person of action who finds their joy in the pursuit of the next limit. The final truth is that you have everything you need to win the moment you decide to stop living in a time that no longer exists. You are the commander of your own will and the architect of your own fate in a world that is hungry for real leaders.